Pucatraders. What's up, guys and gals? We're here for round 1. Opponent went to 6. We're on the draw, and I think that we have a fine hand. We need to draw another land, but then we can read the bones and then start, getting this train going. I think that this is fine. Opponent likes their 6. I don't know. Maybe good. Forest. Alright. Well, possibly the worst draw. Kind of want to draw this late in the game. It's like a Topan Freeblade. No. Gilfleeter. Gilfleeter. What am I doing? Leaf Gilder. Leaf Gilder. Let's run out the Fetid Imp. Drew the land, which is great. We'll block this Leaf Gilder if it gives us the time of day. It's probably just there to make some mana. No, they actually went elves. They went better elves than us so far. It's just another Dwynen's Elite. We're just dead. And then Anointer of Champions. Oh no! That's a pretty good card. Alright. I think here you could just swing in with everything. Here I think it's probably just better to read the bones, so that way we're going to get hit by a 2, 4, 5, putting us to 13 after the read the bones, and maybe one more. But I think going to 12, or, hitting our second land is much more important. Alright, cool. Also, that's great. So we'll pass here. Actually, you know what? I think I'm just going to attack here. I have no plans of blocking. The only thing that could possibly be blocked is the Anointer, but I'd rather start just getting in this damage now so we can draw his Invocation later on in our lives. It does allow the Anointer to get in, which may have been an issue, but it would have ended up tapped anyways if it, pumped it into one of the teams. Alright, here I think we go Llanowar Empath. So that way we make sure that we hit our land. We can also hit a creature off this. And then it can also block this and hold this back. So here's the Llanowar Empath. Scry 2. I'm going to go top, and then put the Deadbridge Shaman into our hand. And I'm going to say go. This Fetid Imp will hold back. And this Gilt-Leaf Winnower is coming online next turn. So, ew. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. So maybe we'll have to, Wild Instincts that. If you somehow, I don't know, put, throwing knives onto it, that'd be pretty cool. Make it a, Ooh, really? Okay. Interesting. Interesting that they put it on there. I don't know, maybe not. Yeah, so now we can't block. Yep. Down to 4. Which is not great. Not a great place to be. Alright, so here we can Wild Instincts this. We can hold up a black mana. And we will have the ability to block anything that he throws at us. So we can block this with this. We can block this with either that or that. Yeah, that seems good. So I'm going to Wild Instincts. I guess it doesn't matter. But I'm not going to be attacking with it, so. So you hold up the black for the Fetid Imp. They need 2 removal spells. And you know, if they only have 4 lands in play, they could just be drawing lands at this point, which would be great for us. But you know, given the opportunity, we can block here. We can block there, give this Death Touch, and trade with this. These 2 can block. We just have to dodge, you know, things like a Might of the Masses. If he attacks with everything, you know, Might of the Masses is a very possible thing. Also, if he attacks in a certain way, if he attacks with everything, and we go block, block, he can, like, Mighty Leap that. But I would think that he would be Mighty Leaping pre-combat. Well, I guess we would just block with our... Right, we would block with our flyer. Alright, interesting, interesting. Just trades them all off. Guardian Automaton. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. We do have a Vastwood Gorger. We could also play Zendikar's Royal. But I think that we go Vastwood Gorger. Say go. We have no way of pumping his guys like +1 power. Oh, he just slammed that. Slammed it. Elvish Visionary. So we can go like Deadbridge Shaman plus Elvish Visionary. We could go Zendikar's Royal. I think that we go Deadbridge Shaman because it can trade with that and Elvish Visionary. So we can go Elvish Visionary first. Draw a card. See what we're working with. If we got a 5-drop, you know, that's pretty cool. Ooh, Reeve Soul. Reeve Soul, we can do that also. So we Reeve Soul here. Yep. And we Deadbridge Shaman here. We can't attack, so we'll say go. Yeah, if they had a land, they probably would have just played it. So we can Jiraga's Invocation right now, and you'd have to block both of our things, and then both of his things will die, no matter what. We can also just play Zendikar's Royal and a land. I think we go Zendikar's Royal land. I mean, like I said, we could just Jiraga's Invocation and make him block everything. What could he have? He could have... I mean, he could have all kinds of different things that get him out of that. He probably just has land in his hand, although he probably would have just played it. Alright, I'm going to play Zendikar's Royal and a land. This way this sets us up better for Jiraga's Invocation next turn. Because then we can just attack with these 3 and then hold back the Gorger. Yeah, so he probably just has land in his hand. Alright. And Jiraga's Invocation. And if we attack with these 3, he can block, block. He would, let's see, block this here, take 4. But then both of his creatures will die. Our Deadbridge Shaman will die. Then we'll play Forest and get another elemental token. And he can't double block, so yeah, that makes sense. Alright, discard your land. I don't know, I would have played that land. I would have played that land. We could have just swung in with the Vastwood Gorger knowing that... Regenerate's pretty good. Regenerate is pretty good. Like, we could have probably just swung in with this too and gotten in some more damage, but... because we would have gotten another token. It's okay. And let's bring these guys in. Probably block here. Regenerate. I'll block there, regenerate. Okay, that makes sense. We'll play Herald. I'm thinking about playing the Gilt-Leaf Winnower, even if he doesn't have something for us to kill, just because it's really big. This is a May Destroy, so no. Alright. I mean, I think we're in okay shape. Again, like a Mighty Leap kills us. Alright. He's had enough. He's had enough. They've had enough. I'm trying to not use gender specific to refer to opponent. So maybe we just defer. Opponent has conceded. Okay. So what did we see there? We saw elves. We saw, I don't know. We saw green, white. We saw some pretty good cards, but I don't think anything in our sideboard is really great for that. Blightcaster actually may come in handy. Blightcaster and Shadows of the Past. So we can take out like Titanic Growth, put in Shadows of the Past, take out maybe in Orchard Spirit, put in Blightcaster, because then cards like Leaf Gilder and all those cards get really the Undercity Troll, get very bad with Blightcaster, even if we have only 2-3 enchantments to work with it. I don't know. I think it could work, and the Herald definitely makes the enchantments curve out smoother with the Blightcaster, so I think that's okay. All right. Opponent, Luke Deppiner, male or female. Opponent, Magic card player, kept his hand of 6, kept their hand of 6. This is gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard. We're doing this together. I think we have a fine hand. Fetid Imp, 2 lands. Plus they're going to 5. No, they're just going to 6. They're just going to 6. Wild Instincts. Not a great draw. Certainly a fine draw. Blightcaster looking a little awkward with no enchantments, but drawing into enchantments are fine. Yeesh. Well, showing up 1 turn too late. I mean, it gets our Gilt-Leaf Winnower out faster. I think we go with Fetid Imp. The problem is with the Undercity Troll is that they can just always hold up regeneration mana, so maybe we can just like use this as a time walk. But we're taking 2 here no matter what. So what if Gnarlroot Trapper was a Elvish Visionary? The next card we would draw would be the card that we would be now drawing off Elvish Visionary. So if that was like a land, we would have been tapped out, and then we would play the 3rd land. We'll see. A little thought experiment. Okay, so we didn't draw it, but we did draw a Deadbridge Shaman, which is pretty fine. Attack with a Fetid Imp. So we could just time walk him. Them. Opponent. They did draw planes. If they play something first main here, they can't actually swing in unless they play like Anointer of Champions or a Wild Instincts. Wild Instincts, we can now kill the Undercity Troll. Yeah, it is Wild Instincts, but they have to discard a card. That's interesting. That's interesting. I guess because we have two very good blockers. All right. I think now we just leave up the Death Touch mana and play Shadows of the Past. Discarding the Celestial Flare there is a little aggressive, but I don't know, maybe their hand is just mono removal spells. So if our opponent plays something, you know, first main to deal with, say, the Fetid Imp, we can give it Death Touch. So they can't, like, Wild Instincts it. They could... I don't know. I don't know what they would do here. Oh, sure. That works. Pushing the Fetid Imp out of the way. Sure. Sure. That makes sense. Alright, really riding this Undercity Troll. I guess we go with Force Mage, and then we are forced to block. But I'll probably block with the Gnarl Root Trapper. I don't know. If we draw a couple more lands, I think that we may be able to stabilize. So if he taps down the Yeva's Force Mage, that's interesting. I might have tapped down the Gnarl Root Trapper. Get to scry one. Oh, that's a good thing to scry to the bottom. So yeah, now if they tap out, we can actually kill that. Ugh. Hey, we put you on the bottom, bro. We put you on the bottom. Well, only drawing 3 lands is kind of a bummer. So I think that we... Yeah, I can't see a way out of this. Because we need to kill this Blessed Spirits. And he's just going to tap down and Fetid Imp. Yeah, you got us this time. I don't want to play that one through. Swamp is the next card. Of course. Of course Swamp is the next card. Yeah, I think we're still probably good. There is the Caustic Caterpillar to bring in for the enchantment removal, but I think we're okay. We could... I mean, the Blightcaster plan didn't quite work, but now that we're on the play, I think it's much better. I think we'll try it again. Would I like to play first? Yes, please. Yeah, this looks fine. Got an early play, got a removal spell, got a late game. It's all here. It's all here. Now, if there's some way of giving this vigilance. I don't know. Still need to draw some pretty cool cards, though, to make this hand very good. Like that one. That one's pretty good. Alright. Getcha. Bink. Alright. Seems great. Seems great. We'll play this in 2 turns. Probably play, like, yeah, Undercity Troll. Pretty good. Reeve Soul. Yeah, that's a pretty good draw for right now. It's a pretty amazing draw. Not gonna lie. Had it. Now we can go Freaka's Disciple into Wild Instincts into Vastwood Gorger. That's pretty good. We could even Wild Instincts this right now. Nah, I want to get the Freaka's Disciple on the table. Just, you know, getting power out there. That's what we want. We're not in the market of blowing Wild Instincts on Blessed Spirits. Plus, if he goes to Wild Instincts this, it still dies. So we can't do much. And maybe they play like, yeah, I was gonna say maybe they play like an enchantment on this, like a Grasp of the Hieromancer, Guardian Automaton. That's cool. Weight of the Underworld. Well, that weight can get the Blessed Spirits. So I think I'm just gonna get the Automaton now, so then we can also swing in. Attack! If we had drawn like a Deadbridge Shaman, that would have been, or not a Deadbridge Shaman, but a like an Elvish Visionary, that would have been very good. Now we hope that they don't play an enchantment here. Rock Smaller is fine. Let's see. I think that we just attack. If he blocks, that's great. Then we can just play Vastwood Gorger. Or if he blocks, we might just take down the Blessed Spirits. But we'll just play Vastwood Gorger. No need for this to get out of hand. Yeah, I mean, with the Weight of the Underworld for the Blessed Spirits, I think it'd be okay. If he plays like Grasp of the Hieromancer on it right now, I don't think that would be okay. Let's see. A Mantle of Webs would not do it for the Rock Smaller. Mantle of Webs on the Rock Smaller. Okay. Coming in for 3. That's fine. And an Anointer. Sure. We can put the Weight of the Underworld onto the Anointer. We could also swing in with the Vastwood Gorger. And the Freaka's Disciple. If he goes double block on here, we kill the Anointer, deal 4 to the Rock Smaller, and then put a Weight of the Underworld onto it, and then we can play a Fetid Imp afterwards. If we attack with both and he goes block, block, that's totally fine. If he goes block here, he probably wouldn't block here, so we just take 3. Block here, Weight of the Underworld this. Yeah, it all seems good. If he goes no block, and just takes 8, that's good too. Yeah, that's good too. Play a Fetid Imp. Sego. So we could block the Blessed Spirits. I'm not really in the market for doing that. I'm more in the market of blocking the Rock Smaller, taking some trample damage, but that's okay. Just hope that they break off on lands for a while. A Gilt-Leaf Winnower would be insane, because then we can block or take down the Rock Smaller. Alright, after going deep into the tank, our opponent comes out with an Amperin Tactician. which is fine. We'll be taking some damage here, but that's fine. Or not taking any damage. Now, we're taking some damage here. We'll take 8 damage this turn. Not really a need for... Not really a need for the Gnawroot Trapper. Just taking 1 less damage. Puts us to, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're blocking 2 of it. 8. We're going to go to 5. This would put us to 6. This is a 3/3 in the air. Yeah, let's do that. No, let's just block with the Fetid Imp. Alright. Takes it down, we go to 5. He gets Renowned. That's cool. Alright, so we can put the Weight of the Underworld here. And then swing in for 5. Sure. That's a lot of damage. And now this Freaka's Disciple can block the Emperor Tactician, no problem. What? That's ours. That's totes ours. Alright, Deadbridge Shaman. If we swing in with both, doesn't have to block anything. Maybe we just swing in with the Freaka's Disciple, get this out of the way. Get things out of the way. Yep. Also, if he top decks any more enchantments, like I don't want that having 1 power. Deadbridge Shaman. Now that this can attack and have Death Touch as well. And he's just playing off the top. They are just playing off the top. Gosh. What is this? Ooh. Getting what, like a Suppression Bonds? If they get like a Knightly Valor, man. What do we do? What do we do if they get a Knightly Valor? I don't know, just try and chew through it, I guess. Maybe they're not getting anything. Maybe they have a couple choices. Let's see. We do know that they still have a Grasp of the Hieromancer in their deck. Suppression Bonds. Alright. Seems good. Gilt Leaf Winnower. Now that's a good card to draw. So let's see. Let's quickly work this one out. So if we attack with everything, if we play the Gilt Leaf Winnower first, and we attack with everything, and we take down the Totem Guide Heartbeast. Now we take down Dwynnin. We take down Dwynnin. We attack with everything. He goes block here, block here. We give this Death Touch. He takes 3, goes to 2. And he has no creatures left. So I think no matter what, that is a pretty good play. And he also has Suppression Bonds. They have Suppression Bonds in their hand. So, oh, another non-elf. So I guess we do kill the Totem Guard Heartbeast. That's fine. Yes, please. We attack with these. And he has to chump. He has to chump. Because he can't let 6 through. Can't let, obviously, 8 through. And then this also makes him discard the Suppression Bonds. Oh, goodness. Okay, so now they're at 2. They're drawing 1 card. It would have to be... Okay. I was going to say, it would have to be Tragic Arrogance. They did Tragic Arrogance, then all we would have left is the elf, the Gnarl Root Trapper. Could come back from that. Well, cool. Round 1. We did it. See you all for round 2.